Good Sunday evening, everybody. It's Mason Sapesky here with you. Welcome to the Steelers postgame Steelers Gameday Postgame Show, as I call it. I'm Mason Sapesky, your host. Today, the Pittsburgh Steelers lost 30-7 to the San Francisco 49ers. Before I get into today's loss, there's just a couple things I want to say. First off, I just wanted to apologize for two things. The first thing I want to apologize for is the fact that this video wasn't posted till well after the game. It's about 7:45 now, a little after. The game ended at 4. I was going to do like 25-30 minutes ago, but I got caught in watching the end of the Chicago game and the end of the Philadelphia New England game. We'll talk about those and many more games on Tuesday when I do my Tuesday video recapping all the games of the week. Now on to the second thing I wanted to apologize for real quick. Sorry that everything's going to be out of order on the stream here. It's just because the YouTube videos gave me a problem uploading. Some of them didn't upload in time. Everything is late, but just know for me, I did film all these before the games. I'm just saying this because I had a pretty good week predicting, and I'm always going to get those people that accuse me of just cheating and predicting after or posting it after and doing it after, but just know I did it before and YouTube was giving me issues with posting it. I hope that doesn't happen though in the future. It's tricky schedule. It's especially tricky when the Sundays I do go to the game, which I was there unfortunately at the game today. And so that's why that kind of stuff happens. So just bear with me with that. And that's the other reason I'm kind of late, because it took us a while to get home after the game. And I hope you guys too also, before tuning into this or after, or even after if you want to, please view my Steelers Gameday pregame show. I did this one live at Acrisure Stadium. I don't know if it's a hit, if it's going to be popular amongst you guys, or if it's unpopular amongst you guys. I'd have to assume it's pretty popular amongst you guys, but yeah, please just give that one a view. I'd greatly appreciate it as well. And maybe in the future, at the games I do go to, I will film those games or those videos, the pregame show at Acrisure Stadium, because I thought it was kind of cool, to be honest with you. I just didn't get time this morning before I left. That's why I had to do it there. That's why that happened. But so yeah, it was a busy morning, so that's why that video wasn't up till late and all that. But anyway, regardless of the order they're in or what time I'm doing this, I'm sorry about that. But anyway, let's put that to the side and let's get into this football game. It was disappointing from the start for our Steelers. It was very disappointing today. It was terrible. That's really the only words I have to describe it, and I'm trying to be generous here, especially since it's the first week of the season, for sure. And don't get me wrong, San Francisco is a very, very good football team. This team played very well a year ago. They should have been the team in the Super Bowl representing the NFC, and I have some friends I have family and friends that live in Philly, are Eagles fans and all that. I go to Pitt, so I go to college with a lot of Eagles fans. So I know that's going to upset some of you guys. I'm sorry about that, but I think San Francisco was the better team in the NFC last year. Not going to lie, but they sure looked like the better team today. That's for sure. I just got done watching Philly. They beat New England 25-20. Don't get me wrong, New England's also a good team. I believe a lot of the analysts and bettors, or whoever you want to say, commentators, whatever you want to call them, are sleeping on New England. New England might not have a good roster, but they have the second best head coach in this league, in my opinion, in Bill Belichick. But anyway, on to the 49ers. This is a roster where everybody at every position is elite in their own way, shape, or form. The offense of San Francisco has too many targets or weapons or whatever you want to call it. I mean, Purdy might not be an elite quarterback. He's no Mahomes. He's no Josh Allen. He's no Joe Burrow. He's no Jalen Hurts. But he's a solid quarterback. He has McCaffrey, Debo, Kittle, Brandon Ayuk, who went off today. And he has a strong line. Cole McKivitz, WVU kid. Trent Williams. That line looked good. Our defense, I don't think they played bad today. Sorry to burp. The defense did not play bad today. They were out on the field too much, and that's why they allowed 30 points. Now onto this offense, which is my big area of concern. So we go out this offseason, we know we have an offensive line that's not very weak. So then, like any normal team would do, which I'm not accusing the Steelers of being non-normal, because the Steelers are normal. In fact, they're above normal because they've won 6 Super Bowls. So don't go saying that I said the Steelers aren't normal, because that's exactly not what I'm saying. But like any typical team would do, we invested a lot in our offensive line this offseason. We brought in Samalu, Herbig, re-signed, I don't know if we re-signed Cole or not, but we still have Cole, Dimmer Jr., we drafted Broderick, and we drafted Spencer Anderson. Where was Broderick? Got a couple snaps in today, but I mean, where was he? I didn't hear much at all about Samalu. We have to understand San Francisco's defensive line is very good. You're looking at Javon Hargrave, who I'll give Kevin Colbert a ton of credit, because Javon Hargrave will probably ultimately end up going down as one of Kevin Colbert's top draft picks. And we should know this. Mike Tomlin should know this. I mean, Mike Tomlin coached Javon Hargrave for like 4 years. I think it was 4 years, because I think that's how long the rookie contracts are. He should know he is a machine. We faced him last year in Philadelphia. He destroyed Kenny Pickett. We should know this guy's a machine. Fred Warner, Talon Hufanga, Reed. I don't know his first name for the 49ers, but here, let me look it up real quick. I have the program from the game right by him. I'm going to look this up. Just let me look real quick. Sorry about this, guys. Where is he? Could have sworn there was a read on the Niners. Just bear with me one more minute. I guess not. Oh, now I remember. I'm sorry. I forgot I'm sorry, that was my mistake. He's with the Texans, I think. D'Amico Ryans, the head coach of the Texans, brought him with it. I was him to Houston. I was thinking of somebody totally different. I'm sorry. It just, when I was reading the article from the paper and I was looking at pictures to write my article, it just looked like there was somebody with the last name of Reed on the back of the jersey. So that's who I thought it was. It must have been someone different, or it's the guy with the Texans. So I'm sorry about that. But anyway, back to the story here. This is a very good defense that San Francisco has. They're loaded in every position. This is arguably the best roster in the NFC. This is arguably the team who might go to the Super Bowl for the NFC. But that's no excuse. The NFC is maybe about 75%, maybe 80%, the level of competition the AFC is. If we can't deal with San Francisco, how will we be able to deal with teams like Kansas City, Cincinnati, Buffalo, maybe even the Jets, the Dolphins, and the Chargers? They put up like 70 points today, those two combined alone. How are we going to deal with those kind of teams if we want to make the postseason? It's tough. It's too early to point blame on one specific area. This is one game. There are 16 games to go. But we're going to take a look back in the past. We're going to hop in a time machine here, and we're going to go back to 2021. September 12th, 2021, the Pittsburgh Steelers went into Buffalo and defeated the Buffalo Bills week 1. September 11th, 2022, the Pittsburgh Steelers go into Cincinnati, defeat the reigning AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals week 1. Past 2 years we started 1-0. This year we're 0-1. I don't know if it's just something with home openers, because we play awful in home openers for some reason. It's just, I don't know. And look, I totally expected us to start 0-1. A lot of people in the Pittsburgh media were saying, Steelers are going to win, Steelers are going to win, San Francisco's just not there, San Francisco's just not there, they don't have talent. Yes, they do. They showed today. They came ready to play. We did not. And I heard on the radio coming home that Tomlin's already fired up. He's gone in there with them and stuff. It doesn't matter if you're fired up. You should have sowed it the second half on the field if you were fired up. I hate to critique this team because I truly love this team and this team means so much to me. However, I just want to say one thing. If we can't fix certain things, for example, the play calling, that was the most disgusting part about this game today. It was absolutely disgusting and horrendous. Matt Canada, and this is kind of funny because it's just repeating the same old thing. It's almost like it's almost like a child when their mom asks them to do chores and they want to play video games. The child keeps playing their video games, keeps playing their Mario, keeps watching TikToks or whatever, and just games around, goofs around, and the mom keeps reporting, do your chores, do your chores, do your chores. That's how it feels like with us Steeler fans. We are repeating, Matt Canada's not the guy, Matt Canada's not the guy, Matt Canada's not the guy. It feels like we're talking to a wall at this point because they're not listening. We are not being heard. And look who's suffering the consequences. Not just us, the fans, but the team itself. The consequence today was the fact that we just lost 30-7 to the San Francisco 49ers. Don't get me wrong, the 49ers are a very good football team. They were the runner-up in the NFC last year. However, if you're going to put that much hype around a team that has signed all these key players, such as like Patrick Peterson, Landon Roberts, Desmond King, has done everything right. The GM has done a beautiful job. The GM of the team is terrific. Have a great draft where you draft Broderick Jones, a future generational talent on the O-line. You draft a hometown cornerback whose father played for the team and who went to a local college in Penn State. You draft Benton, Nick Herbig, preseason hero. I didn't hear his name once today, did you? Joey Porter Jr., future of the Steelers cornerback room. Didn't hear his name once today, did you? Patrick Peterson doing all the talking. Wide open touchdown allowed. I don't know what to say. I don't want to get too critical because I love this team, but at some point something's going to happen. My advice is this. We just need to come together. We need to recoup. We need to prepare for the Cleveland Browns next Monday night at 8:15 at Acrisure. That's going to be a fun game. The Cleveland Browns just defeated the Cincinnati Bengals today in Cleveland. The Browns typically win that game, and I picked the Browns to win that game knowing that. However, still beating Cincinnati is something that we need to look at as a big win for the Browns. I don't think the Browns will be that good this year. I don't know about next week. But one thing is this. We need better play calling. And we need our O-line to hold the part. You can't judge Kenny Pickett. You can't correctly evaluate Kenny Pickett when he's getting as much time as he got today. Is it our O-line? Or is it the San Francisco? Did our O-line play bad, or did the San Francisco D-line play good? The next couple weeks will determine that. It's going to be a very interesting season, and if things don't change fast for the Steelers, it may be a very long season. That's all I have for you guys today because I have to go do some studying and all that. Have a great night, everybody, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for tomorrow's Mondays with Mason episode. Have a great night. Take care. Stay safe. Peace.